So, Mr. Logan, now what are your future training programs in India now? Where are you? You are in India only, or you are in South Africa?
I'm based in India full-time, basically,
full-time.
except for the times that I visit South Africa.
Okay.
So most of my training will be in South Africa and India, but much more time in India. So I want to do more talks, just to expose more agents to this kind of higher thinking, as it were. I find there's a lot of value in seminars, in workshops. So I want to, because the ones that I had, were incredible actually. There was so much of positive feedback that I got. Full-day seminars, even if I have to do a 2-day seminar, but I find that the 1-day seminar, if you pack it and structure it properly, can do wonders really. So I want to travel throughout India, do talks, do workshops and so forth. And of course with the life insurance companies, the process of contacting them, I've also done a lot of business with many life insurance companies in fact. So, the past 6 years I mentioned to you, we didn't go into detail in that, but that took up a lot of my time, the studies at the academy. But I will be doing more of the training side of it now basically.
So now you are going to settle in India?
Yep, when we left South Africa in 2015,
okay,
and the main reason I came was to study Vedanta philosophy,
okay,
right, at the Vedanta Academy in Pune. So I enrolled for the 3-year course. My 3 daughters are also graduates of the institute. I wanted to understand more about life, Ranjit. What is life? What is my central purpose in life? Right? Many people talk about this and they say go within, but how do you go within? So the actual formula is shared with us at the academy, and I cover a lot of that in my book also. So yeah, so I'll be based here permanently in
Permanently
India.
you are based here. Super.
Yep.
One last question I want to ask
Right.
you, Mr. Naidu. Can you please tell us something about Vedanta, which you got fascinated with?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Vedanta, if you look at the word itself, Ranjit, Vedanta. Veda is knowledge. Anta is end. Literal Sanskrit meaning of it. So combined, it's the culmination of knowledge. And your question might be, what is the culmination of knowledge? Right? You can have knowledge of history, of geography, of mathematics, of physics, of everything. But do you have knowledge of yourself? Your original nature. What is your original nature? We don't know. Right? So Vedanta basically goes into the technique of going inwards, understanding yourself. It's like being introduced to yourself for the first time. Nobody understands himself, right? You don't understand that you've got 3 equipment. You've got a body, you've got a mind, and you have another thing which hardly anybody knows about, called the intellect, right? And there's a clear differentiation between the mind and the intellect. The mind is all about emotions, feelings, likes, dislikes, worries, anxieties, desires, endless, insatiable desires. That's the nature of the mind, right? The mind runs havoc really. But you have a thing called the intellect that is supposed to regulate, moderate, guide the mind. Intellect is about thinking, judging, deciding, differentiating, looking at the pros and cons of anything. So the mind is like the child in a person, intellect is like the adult. Now, would you let a child cross a busy street in Pune in heavy traffic? Impossible, because it could be fatal. And that's the problem. People are running around the world just with the feelings, acting on feelings. And if you look at it, Ranjit, you look at these 3 major species: plants, animals, humans. Plants have a body only. Animals have a body and a mind. They have feelings, right? Humans have a body, mind, and intellect. This capacity to think, to judge, to decide. So we've got to, at all times, try to develop the intellect, and it's not been developed, because the only way to develop the intellect is to question everything, take nothing for granted. So we've got to that's what the academy spends 3 years. The 3-year course is just to help individuals develop the intellect. So Vedanta basically answers the question, who am I? It helps you to understand your original nature, which is pure peace, pure happiness, pure bliss. That's what we are. But we're ignorant of the fact. completely ignorant. So we need to get back to your original nature. And Vedanta basically gives you the entire technique as to how you can get back to this original nature. Because we're searching for, where are we searching for happiness, Ranjit? We're searching for it in the world. We get a new toy or a new car or a new house or we get married, we have children. That's where we're seeking for happiness. Yes, you get temporary happiness, but it's never perpetual, it's not permanent. The only place you can get permanent happiness is to go within. As Arthur Schopenhauer, the great German philosopher, says, it's difficult to find happiness within. No, it's difficult to find it within, he says, but it's impossible to find it anywhere else.
Outside.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Super. Great, Mr. Logan. It was really a nice talking with you. We got a lot of insight from you, a lot of idea from you, and it was really a great to know about you, what you are doing, and the journey you have. About your journey.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Logan, for giving your time.
Thank you, Ranjit. Your questions were excellent, so I thank you. You're a great interviewer.
Welcome,
It's my pleasure.
Great, super.
Thank you.
So दोस्तों, आपको मिस्टर लोगान नायडू के बारे में जानकर कैसा लगा? बहुत सारी चीज़ों के बारे में उन्होंने बताया, उनके लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में उन्होंने बताया। क्या आइडिया आया आपके दिमाग में? कमेंट्स में लिखकर आप हमें बताएं। आपके कमेंट्स हमारे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और एक रिक्वेस्ट आपसे करना चाहूँगा कि आपके जान पहचान में जितने भी इंश्योरेंस एडवाइज़र्स हैं, म्यूचुअल फंड एडवाइज़र्स हैं या फाइनेंशियल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर हैं, उनके साथ में आप इस वीडियो को शेयर कर सकते हैं। दोस्तों, बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब कोई व्यक्ति हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करता है, हमारे वीडियोस को लाइक करता है। एक तरह का मोटिवेशन हमें मिलता है। मैं आपसे भी रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा, इनफैक्ट मैं आपको बोल सकता हूँ कि आप इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें। बहुत ज़्यादा मोटिवेशन देता है और अच्छा कंटेंट बनाने पर हम काम कर सकते हैं और ज़्यादा एनर्जी हम इसमें डाल सकते हैं। वैसे भी आप हमेशा ही हमें प्यार देते हैं, आप हमेशा ही हमें सराहते हैं, इसके लिए मैं आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।